Playing Rascal today, it sucks. Let's start. Okay, so there's a cutscene at the beginning to explain what the story is. Sorry, what's going on? Oh God! Oh God, what the hell is that thing? Jesus, that thing is terrifying! It's like a nightmarish mix between the King of Cosmos and Jafar. Seriously, that thing is legitimately terrifying. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so then him and the big-headed scientist disappear for some reason. And apparently became chipmunks. So, after that opening, do you have any idea what's going on? Because if you do, like, call me, leave me an email or something, I'm kind of at a loss. Okay, so the actual game... Oh God, what is this? It's another Bubsy 3D. Without a doubt, it has the same freaking problems that one does. Well, I guess I've already talked about that one, so I can leave. The game sucks. See ya! As much as this game is similar to Bubsy 3D, it actually somehow still manages to add in even more issues. Actually, this brings up a good question. Which game is worse, Bubsy 3D or Rascal? Well, by the end of this review, perhaps you will have your answer. Or perhaps I'll go insane and kill myself. Only time will tell. The walking is similar to Bubsy 3D. You press up to walk and left or right to turn yourself and the camera. But while Bubsy was more stiff in its controls, this game seems more slippery. Before I could get used to it, I was just running around everywhere uncontrollably. I also have no idea where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do. I found this thing, so I'm gonna try and step on it. The key word here being try, because apparently that's proving harder than I thought. Okay. I'm just gonna take my time. There. So I jumped into this giant bubble, and now I'm in a castle level. The enemies consists of rats, spiders, and bats. Okay, before I go on, let me reiterate something and explain in further detail. You turn your character by pressing left and right, and that's also how you move the camera. To walk forward, you press up. You will always walk wherever Rascal is facing, whether or not the camera is cooperating or not. And the camera is constantly getting hung up on walls and corners. But even if the camera's stuck, Rascal will still walk in the direction that he is facing, leading to a lot of situations where you can't see where you're walking. Oh, and you can't see where you're shooting either. The way you aim your gun is... even worse than Drake of the 99 Dragons. How do you aim? You don't! You just shoot straight ahead. You can't shoot up, you can't shoot down, you can't even look in a first-person view or anything like that. You just shoot wherever he's facing, which, once again, isn't always dead ahead, because the camera sucks. So I'll be trying to shoot something, but the camera's looking off to the side, so I can't see a damn thing. You can change the camera angle by awkwardly pressing L and R, but then you still shoot directly where he is facing, not where the camera is facing. There's no point. Plus, if the camera's stuck, then it just won't work. You also run out of ammo extremely quickly, so that's just the icing on the cake, I guess. Looks kind of like they were trying to make this kid cool or something. They gave him like sunglasses and a backwards hat. But they gave him a bedroom of a 4-year-old, the scream of a little girl, and he can't even swim. Yeah, real cool. Oh, sorry, he can swim. But only when he feels like it. Sometimes you can swim in water, and sometimes it hurts you. Him and Bubsy should start a frickin' club. Also, your gun shoots bubbles. Not bullets. Not lasers. Not even unidentifiable pixels. No, bubbles. Wow, this kid's really cool, isn't he, everyone? Just running around shooting bubbles at everything. Alright, so I reached some lava and moving platforms. Oh lord. If you've been paying even the slightest bit of attention this entire time, then I think you'll understand how impossible platforming is in this game. As you've seen, merely walking around is extremely difficult. Killing enemies is just pressing buttons and hoping that it works. So platforming? Yeah, surprisingly, it's not that good. So I reached this dragon. How I made it past the lava, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was probably pure luck. Well, I reached this guy and died. And then I died again. I shoot at him, but it doesn't seem to do anything at all. Sometimes when I shoot him after he attacks me, he moves a bit, making me feel as if I'm hurting him. But I hit him like that several times, and he still won't die before I do. I not only have to dodge his fire breath, but I have to dodge it while running around him in a circle, while jumping over lava onto small platforms, while still stopping and turning to him to shoot him, while the game's controls are impossible. And look, I even found a spot where he can't hit me. He shoots me, I shoot him, and it still takes forever. There, I finally beat him. Now imagine doing this properly. I would have had to do all of that over and over and over. And what do I even get? Nothing. I get absolutely nothing for beating this boss. I have no idea what the point was. Also, I think this is probably a good time to explain something else broken with this game. I was constantly finding Rascal just running around on his own, because the controls were so slippery. Well, I finally figured out what exactly makes it like that. Let me try and explain. When I click left or right, it turns my character as well as the camera. So in order to look around or aim, you have to slowly turn yourself around. But I found if you're still walking forward, even if you're not clicking up at the time, but the character is still walking with momentum and hasn't completely stopped yet, and you click left or right, you will continue to walk forward, which is constantly causing me to fall into lava and stuff. Look. See this here? I am not clicking forward. I clicked up for a split second and then I started pressing left and right. And look, you will walk forever. Meaning if I want to turn and aim at an enemy without running around like a moron and probably running off cliffs or into other enemies, you have to make sure that you've stopped completely. But sometimes you don't have the time to do that, so you're screwed. Also, when you walk through a door, you come out the other side slightly moving forward. So if there's an enemy or lava or something on the other side of a door, you have to make sure that you're not pressing left or right, or you'll just keep on walking. Now to be fair, I do want this kid to die, but I also want to get through this as fast as possible. Are you joking? Okay, so I'm pretty sure what I'm supposed to do is collect all the hourglass pieces, and then after that, I have no clue. This is the only place I haven't gone in the level, so I'm assuming that this is the end. But I can't get in. Apparently, I missed a key or something. There's also this place, but there's no way I can make this jump. Why put a platform there if you can't reach it? It's teasing me! It's like if the game was like, hey, you want that secret chest up there? You want that chest? Yeah, well, fuck you, it's too high. Damn behind bars. So after roaming around for 20 minutes, exhausting every nook and cranny, and revisiting everywhere, I find a door that I missed. You take a sharp right turn when you enter this room, and then there's a door on the same wall that you just came from, right next to the door that I just came through. This is the first time that there have been two doors directly next to each other, and seeing how much the camera gets stuck on walls and stuff, it makes complete sense that I never even turned around in this small room. Okay, so I'm done. I beat the first level of the game. Oh god, just the first level? Oh god, no! What have I gotten myself into? Alright, well before I go on, maybe I should get a little bit of explanation for exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so I was right before. You have to go into these bubbles, and then in the levels you have to complete an hourglass, and then get to the end. It also says that Chronon, the evil time overlord, is messing with the past. Who the hell is Chronon? Oh god! Oh, okay, it's him. Just take that away. Jesus. I just realized something. It's truly amazing how game developers can be so shallow as to try and make a game this bad seem appealing on the back. I mean, on Bubsy 3D, it had on the front that it won an award or something. I mean, you never see a game advertising on the box that it's shitty game of the year from IGN or something. No, that would be a world I would be proud to live in. Blast through time to save your inventor dad, plus the planet. Plus the planet? The planet? Psh, yeah, I guess that's kind of important, but our dad is the most important thing, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. Most important thing. I'm guessing our dad is this scientist guy. Yeah, I can definitely see the resemblance there. Alright, well I guess I'll keep playing. God damn it, there's gotta be something else that I could be doing right now. Hey, noob, it's Mike. Just wondering if you're gonna let me in? Because I'm still outside, you know, because of that whole lying about it snowing thing. Good times, right? So, yeah, it's pretty cold. We're not snowed in, though, so you don't need to worry about that. We're definitely not snowed in. I am definitely not snowed in, because I am, by definition, out, because you won't let me into your house. So, yes, so let me in, please, and then we can all have a big laugh about this. I won't do it again. So yeah, if I can just come in and not die out in the cold. Are you there? Okay. Bye. Well, I guess I'll keep playing. Okay, here's a tip that I figured out. When you're low on health or ammo, it's best to just find a table and then wait for enemies to spawn. Enemies will just respawn forever, and when you kill them, they'll sometimes give you health and ammo. So just kill them again and again, and again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Yeah, it's boring and stupid, but, well, so is this game. Oh yeah, and the bats? Screw them. They're in the air, so it's hard to jump on them. And you have a stomp attack, but once again, they're in the air, so it usually doesn't work. And good luck aiming not only at a small-ass target, but one that's in the air and radically moving around. It'd be nice to get these things out of our way, but too bad you can't. Because even if you do manage to kill them, or any of these other enemies for that matter, like I just mentioned before, they respawn immediately. And it barely even works in video game logic. They don't reappear from the edge of a screen, they don't reappear after you've leaved and come back, they don't even walk out of a hole in the wall or something like that. No. They just pop into existence. Anywhere, all the time. They'll respawn right in front of you and hit you. Sometimes they actually spawned where I was standing, and then they died instantly. You'll come across other enemies that are usually knights or pirates, depending on the level that you're in. But these ones are harder to kill. I can never seem to kill anyone without getting hit myself. All I do is aim and shoot and hope that they die before I do. Sometimes I get lucky and they don't reach me. And sometimes I don't. Luckily, though, these ones don't respawn. Now, apparently these knights weren't blessed with the holy power of resurrection that these bats apparently have. The next level is an Aztec temple, and it has this god-awful slide segment. There's so many turns that you can't see where the boulders are going to show up. So it's mostly just luck if you manage to survive. And then, just to be an extra kick in your nuts, this level seems to have probably the hardest platforming segment in the entire game. Not only are these platforms moving back and forth, but they're so far apart that I can just barely make these jumps. It's also over fire, which is far down enough that you can't jump back up, so it's pretty much instant death. The saving in this game I found to be very annoying. First off, every time that you want to save or load, you have to go to this room upstairs. Why not just have a menu for that? Why do I have to go to this room every goddamn time? Also, every time you get a game over, you have to reload your save. Why doesn't it just bring me back to the beginning of that level or something? Or even if it brought me back to the house, that would be okay. Let me explain exactly what I mean. When this game starts, you have 3 lives. You can find more lives here and there, but once you get them, they're gone. Well, when you get a game over, unlike other games, it doesn't reset your lives and then bring you back to the last checkpoint, or restart the level. No. You have to load up your last save, basically meaning that if you fuck up too much on the easier levels at the beginning, you will not ever get those lives back for harder levels. Genius. Simply genius. Oh, and by the way, this might sound like nitpicking, but why the hell is there a giant sunflower in this Aztec temple? Seriously, why is it here? Did the person that made this place just happen to like sunflowers a lot? My sunflower is looking great today. Hey you! Hands up the roses! Oh, well, that's great. Well, I missed a piece of the hourglass, apparently. Time to scour and search the entire level for it. And these levels are often very non-linear, so I literally have to search everywhere. And I'm killed by a bat. Genie us! Okay, made it back to the slide, and damn it, god damn it, I can't believe this! You know what the worst part about this slide is? It isn't even mandatory. When you reach it and get the key that's in the room, you can just turn back. Backtracking through the hallways this way is easier than the slide. So there's no point. I find that fire and water especially takes away way too much health. If you don't have full health and get out of it as soon as you fall in, you're pretty much dead. It's just water, kid. You were just swimming in it a minute ago. It's just water! Oh no, look! It's water! Ah, it burns! It burns! It burns! It burns! It burns! Ah! Oh, wait a minute, it's water. It doesn't burn at all. This room is evil. First off, I thought that this was water that I could swim in, like that other similar looking room before. So I jump in, nope, and I die. Then I try jumping to this platform, but not only is this a really hard jump at an angle, but it's sometimes hard to tell when I'm standing on a platform. And then by the time I get over there, the water level, which was just a minute ago rising, is now starting to lower. So I guess I'll wait for it so that I can make this jump. Are you kidding me? Okay, never mind. Apparently I can't wait. The water's not gonna go back up. Now I have to leave and come back. Oh, wait again. Never mind. I went back over here and now it's going higher again. Okay, so this time I should try and go faster so that it doesn't lower too soon, right? Wrong. Because as it turns out, this spot makes it go up and this spot makes it go down. So I have to wait. Then when it's as high as it can go, rush over quickly then, and then make the jump. Oh, but I died anyway. And game over. I lost all of my lives in that one single goddamn room. I also spent a good 20 minutes not knowing how the hell to progress further in this level. I have the keys, but sometimes these doors just won't open. Oh, okay, sorry, now it will. Ugh. The doors have a mind of their own, I guess, because now this one won't open. I have the blue key, so open! Open! Okay, so as it turns out, the keys in this level are pearls. So unlike the last two levels, you use them on these clams instead of the doors themselves. And then the door unlocks. So the first time I came through here was pure luck. I just walked by the clam and without realizing it, unlocked the door. Also, the pearl doesn't even appear in it. The clam just sparkles for a moment, and then looks absolutely the same way it did before. And another slide. Great. And this one's even worse. Double great. All my complaints from the first slide still stand, but now it's so dark that I can barely see. And I'm in a completely enclosed tunnel made up entirely of turns, so there's no way I can at all see what's coming at me. Alright, so I came back to this room and I realized that I must have to hit all of the blue panels I see so that these ones will make me stare so that I can get the last piece and then finish the level. So I go through the level, make sure to find every panel, make my way all the way down again, jump on the platforms, get the last piece, come back down the platforms, go up the stairs, through the entire level again, go through this last part, go through the red door, dodge the chest pieces, and jump into the bubble and finish. Okay, so that level down, onto the pirate ship level, which is probably the easiest one so far. Not complaining. And then I go to the Old West, which, why? What is the purpose of this? Another stupid slide? Oh my god, what is wrong with this game? It has had 3 slides so far, and every single time it's gotten even worse. Then I go murder a bartender and then do some more platforming. With these awesome controls, of course platforming would be a good idea. Then more platforming, and then, oh hey, another big room filled with platforming. And I died. Who wouldn't? Okay, let's keep going. What? It won't open. Oh no, don't tell me. No, I forgot to save! No, I have to play the pirate ship level again. Saving should be for when you're done playing and you want to come back to it later. Or it should be automatic. I shouldn't have to save every single time I come back to the hub, just in case I get a game over. Game over should just reset my lives and bring me back to the beginning of the level or something, not restart the fucking game. So I guess I'm replaying the pirate ship level again. So happy. Alright, I beat it, and then back to the Old West. Go to the cemetery, train station, down a minecart tunnel, through some caves, over a lake, then use this red key to get the blue key to get into the jail and win. By the way, the jail key is in the bank. Sure. Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Okay, so final boss? What? Wait, what's happening? I didn't get a key this time when I beat the level like I usually do. So where do I go? Oh my god. Oh my god, you have to be kidding me. There's more! Oh, there's more. You have to go back to the levels that you've already beaten and then play a different version of the level, like past, present, and then future. I'm back in the castle, but now it's a modern-day museum of a castle. Oh god, when will this game end? On top of that, how was I supposed to know? Not only did I not know about the other levels, but you get to them by jumping back into the same bubbles you have before. No indication that it's different, just jump in. That's just genius! It's genius. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to last. My thumb is killing me. You have no idea until you've played a game like this, but it's hell on your thumb. The best way I can describe it is that it just feels like you're constantly fighting against the buttons inadvertently. Even though I can't, let's say, steer myself when I'm in the air. I'm still pressing down the D-pad buttons in vain. Also, rocking my thumb back and forth to press left and right while still holding up is just a pain. Literally. The game does support analog sticks, unlike Bubsy, but it's the same thing. You still have to press up to go forward and then left and right to turn yourself. Actually, in a way, it feels even worse. Yes, the D-pad controls hurt my thumb, a lot, but I found that when trying it with the analog stick, I had much more trouble pressing up and left and right at the same time. And I found myself dying a lot. Plus you have to calibrate it, and yeah, that just doesn't work. On top of that, the main reason I didn't use it is that I felt like I was putting too much strain on it from fighting with the controls, that I'm actually gonna break it or something. But seriously, it doesn't really matter which I use. Either way, the controls in this game are so fundamentally broken that this game is virtually unplayable. Sorry, I shouldn't say virtually. It is unplayable. Oh, and look! An underwater level. That's great. Not annoying at all. Especially with another slide at the end. I guess it's a little clever how the castle, pirate ship, and Atlantis levels in the present-day versions are a museum, sunken ship, and Atlantis underwater. But then there's the future segment, often having nothing to do whatsoever with the level that you're in, because all it ever is a boss fight with this guy. God! Stop cutting to that, it's creeping me out! God! As hard as this game is due to the horrendous control, the bosses are extremely easy. Sorry, boss, I should say. It's the same guy every time. All you ever do in these fights is run around him in a circle and then shoot. Same thing as the dragon earlier, except thankfully no lava. In this level, I had to cross this river. It's so dark that I can barely see the moving logs, as if I'd be able to jump on them anyway. And then I find, get this, a dead end! And a two-dimensional rattlesnake that hurts me. I can't jump on it or shoot at it. I can't kill it. I don't know. I don't think I can take much more of this. It's just, wait, what? He's peeing. The statue is taking a piss. He's peeing. That's great. That's perfect. That sums up the entire game. I mean it, everybody. Like that's genius. Everyone, give him a round of applause, everybody. That's amazing. That is like the best way. Oh my, it's genius. Absolutely motherfucking genius. Okay, I'm in Hollywood, and I died from nothing. I was killed by nothing. Great. You know what? I don't think I can do this anymore. I'm actually being dead serious. I think my thumb hurts so much that I literally can't do it anymore. I think I'm done. God damn it! I hate that I played this far into this pile of shit and yet I can't beat it all. You know what? Why am I still playing this? I have no obligation to do so. This isn't the kind of game where you usually see people online doing long hauls of it. Most people probably give up after the 3rd or 4th level. I should be a little proud of myself. I played through all 5 levels of this crap, and then I went through it and started playing the second versions of the levels and the boss battles. I deserve a medal. I deserve a trophy. I deserve a freaking car. Plus, if I stop now, I won't have to fight that thing again. Oh, God! Seriously? You know what? You know what? There. Fixed. Not so scary now, are ya? Okay, so before I'm done, I think it's about time to answer one of the many great questions of mankind. No, not the meaning of life. Which is worse? Bubsy 3D or Rascal? When I started this video, I knew I'd have to do this. I played through the bulk of both of these games, and they're very similar. They share a lot of the same problems. So it just seems to make sense to compare. In terms of control, it's definitely hard to say. Rascal was so slippery and terrible that it took me much longer to get used to it. With that said though, the hit detection is a lot better in Rascal. In Bubsy, I was rarely able to jump onto an enemy without getting hit. It was absolutely horrendous. But on the other hand, in Bubsy, when you jumped, you did have slightly better control over where you would land. Pressing left and right in the air would move you, while in Rascal it would just turn you around, whether you were on the ground or air. Now, I'm not saying that this is a good feature in Bubsy. It was still stupid. Even with it, I couldn't make most jumps. But in a game this shitty, I take what I can get. Bubsy also had the ability to cling onto and climb up edges, while in Rascal you just fall to your death. Despite that though, I think I still gotta go with Bubsy's controls being a bit worse. But it is very close. At least in Rascal I have a gun. I can't aim it, but at least I have it. And I'm actually able to progress. I had more trouble getting through Bubsy despite all of the things I just listed that you would think would make it better. But with that said, it's pretty damn close between the two. Honestly, it could probably go either way, but yeah, Bubsy 3D is worse. In terms of sound and graphics, the winner is clear as day. The sound effects and music in Rascal are far better than Bubsy 3D. They're not great, but they're better. And the graphics are actually pretty nice. They'd be much, much better if the camera allowed you to see it all, and it's often too dark and dreary to make it look presentable. But honestly, it's not that bad. If it was brighter, then the graphics would look pretty good. So the graphics are nice. The rest of the game is still from hell, though. No matter how good the graphics are, it's not going to make up for that. The game still sucks, but at least the graphics are nice to look at. It's like if somebody was in the hospital getting their testicles removed, but in the next room somebody was baking cookies, so at least you have the nice smell to enjoy. Overall, I'm going to have to go with Bubsy as being worse. It kind of feels weird saying that in a review of a game that another game is worse than it is, but don't get me wrong, it's incredibly close. They are absolutely terrible. But since this game reminds me so much of it, I just had to compare and choose. And honestly, yeah, Bubsy's worse. While both games are hell on my thumb, this one's so bad that I actually stopped playing, Bubsy actually gave me a migraine. That's why I didn't beat it. I was actually starting to feel sick while making the review. But with that said, this game still is, and I mean this, one of the worst games I have ever played in my entire life. This game and Bubsy 3D belong together. They should be bundled together as an extreme example of exactly how not to make a good 3D platforming video game. The game is annoying, impossible to play, impossible to enjoy, it's painful, the camera sucks, the main character sucks, and most importantly, the controls suck. That's what kills this game, the god-awful controls. This game, if you can even call it one, is not worth mine or anybody else's time, ever. Hey, it's Mike. Again, for the fourth, maybe fifth time to ask you to let me in. I might be wrong about that. I'm actually not quite sure. I've left quite a few messages. And tell you what, if I'm wrong, if it's more than 5 or less than 5 or whatever, you could tell me. You could come outside and then tell me that I'm wrong, and then we'll have a good laugh about it, and then I'll come in and not die of hypothermia. So, because what's it been like? It's been like 2 months. If not 2 months, then almost 2 months, and I'm very cold. So, you know what? I'll cut you a deal. I'll cut you, okay? I'll take a deal and I'll cut it for you. You let me in, and I'll make pancakes. Yeah, I'll make you some pancakes if you let me in. Okay, so I'm assuming, you like pancakes. You're a pancake guy. I'm gonna assume that you're saying yes. I'll meet you at the door. Okay, I'll meet you there. Okay, bye. Even my PlayStation is rejecting this game.